Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, recently Olight had a sale, and I think it was for the SHOT Show. And they had the little wheel that you can do, which I usually only get 50 coins from. But occasionally I'll win something, and this time I won the little patch, the sphere patch. It's got, so you can attach it with Velcro to stuff. I won that one, which kind of surprised me. Their free giveaway was an i3 EOS SHOT Show edition, which is kind of cool. It has a little, like a sight with a red dot in it all around, but it's basically the same i3E that they give. The thing is, it's free, so even if you don't get anything else, you pay about $5 in shipping. Man, you can't beat that. I mean, I'm short on money anyway when these sales come up, and so I usually just get the flashlight unless something jumps out at me. Well, they came out with this pen with a pencil in it. Now, I was never fascinated with the one that had a flashlight in it. Um, I can understand how people might like that and might want one, but to me, I've got flashlights, I've never wanted a pen to be a flashlight too. I understand it, a little laser pointer and all that stuff, but the price will way up. Now, not way up considering what people are paying for pens nowadays. That's another one of those things where you can pay. You can get a Bic pen that'll do you fine, or you can spend hundreds of dollars. Either way, the end result is going to be ink comes out the end, and you hold it. But there are innovations. This is kind of cool, like a little bolt action type of situation. This is not magnetic. This doesn't do anything here. So, and it's fairly short. Even my I've got fairly long fingers for a small hand, but this is better, I believe, because it's slightly longer, maybe half an inch. I can measure it and everything, but this is cool. It's a pencil. I mean, it writes. They give you 3 replacement tips with that. Also, this thing just unscrews. You basically unscrew it and screw it back in. Um, and it's basically like, a pencil. Now, because of that cone shape and everything, it's probably going to start out as a fine point and start getting rounder and rounder. I mean, you can, curve it and everything else when you're writing, but eventually you're going to have a round object. And there's 2 things you can do. One, you can replace it. The other one is you could try to shave it, with a knife and make it more pointy. I don't know. I'll have to see. I doubt if I'm going to use that feature that much, because most of the time a pen is going to work for what I want. Now, it came with a little sleeve here protecting this from moving, a little plastic thing you had to remove. And on the ballpoint pen, there was a gob of wax or something down here that you had to pop off. But other than that, it writes. I mean, so in one little package, you combine both a pen and a pencil, and it takes the same ink cartridges. I believe it takes the same ink cartridges as the regular, small pen, which I've got some of those extra already. I think one time I bought 2 or 3 extra ones of them. I had a green one like this. It disappeared somewhere. Now, besides that, look at this clip here. This is on the old one. You need a certain amount of material to hold that, and it holds all right, but that may be where I lost one of them. this is a greatly improved clip here because it is in contact with the body, even though it looks like it would probably be less material to make. It's a better design, in my opinion, because it holds the pen very well. You don't get poked with this. You can push your thumb down as far as you want, and you're not getting poked by a pencil on the end. I think it's pretty cool. Now this is just a standard i3, E, with your 90 lumens, 45 minutes, 44 meters of throw, 500 candela, 1.5 meter impact resistance. That's its length. And that's its weight, including a battery. I like that they said including a battery, because a lot of times they'll give you just the weight of an empty flashlight. Yeah, that's okay, but put your standard battery that you would normally put in there and put that weight in. I know that's a variable, but still, nobody's carrying around an empty flashlight. They're gonna have another they're gonna have a battery in it, or they're gonna have a battery with them. But I mean, to me, that makes no sense. Giving the weight of a flashlight without a battery in it, and then you ship it with a battery. Come on. Anyway, yeah, this is okay. It's like a morale patch or something else. So it's all right. For $5, I think this one cost me like $10 or $12. I like it. Like I said, it's just a little bit longer. All right. Dig out my ruler. I know I've got one around here somewhere. Four and a half inches, approximately. 4 1/4. I'm just looking at it. Trying to line the tip up with that line right here. 10.5 centimeters. This guy's 3 3/4, or about 95, or 9.5 centimeters. Gotta get your decimal points the same. These little cutouts are good right here. They did the swirly here on this one, so no matter where you grip it. Now, because of this bolt thing right here, the way you position it, I position it usually with this sticking out and everything, just so it doesn't impact with, it's not a real hot spot, but you'll feel it if it's down there. Not much else I can say about this, other than, yeah, it's pretty cool. And I haven't been buying flashlights and stuff like that. This is just something that came in, and I've got a key ring full of these things. I usually throw one of these on a bag or something like this, and I add this ring right here to it because you can. It's easier to carry without losing it. This way, you have to hold on to it. A lot of times, people just put that on their key ring, and that's what they go with. But I mean, with something like this, you can still have it in your hand and not lose it. And there was one other thing I was going to say, and I don't remember what it is. Couldn't have been that important now, could it? Oh, yeah, here's a little bag that it comes with. When you get these, don't just toss it, because underneath, is your little bag of pens, on this one. And I open them up from down here. I cut this slit, and then I use a little nail nick, type of thing, and I wedgie it up. So the box will be closed if you ever want to just have it as a display. Do the same thing with this one down here. I just go through it that way. And that way you leave all this intact, instead of just a big flap sticking up there. Just a little thing. But yeah, I think it's an interesting thing, and I'm going to enjoy carrying it. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Here's the little nail nick thing I was using. It makes a perfect little pry thing, because if you use a knife blade, you have a tendency to cut it, but you just wedgie this up, and you're in, and you can put it back together when you're finished. I call that the professional way of getting into these boxes. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.